Greetings everybody, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. This next coming week is all about getting ready for Christmas, for the holidays, and we've gone through some painstakingly decisions to go through some of these wines as to what it is that we're going to be, how it is that you guys are going to be focusing your wines when guests come in and how it is that you want to do it. So we've chosen an order, of course, as always, and then we've chosen a couple of great wines that I think would go great with some dishes. We'll go through some housekeeping notes because we're going to talk about some specific dishes starting on the 15th, but for now I'm just going to give you some generalizations. All right, and let's go ahead and talk about some gathering wines and also some gift wines. Let's go ahead and start out with the Rockenwein. The Rockenwein is made by by 9 North Wine Company. They're the same people that do Chasing Lions. It's a single parcel estate where this comes from. It's right along the Russian River. This is a 2013 100% Chardonnay. What's interesting about this wine is it's all stainless steel and it doesn't see any malolactic fermentation. What I thought was interesting was that there were a lot of vanilla notes. There's a lot of creaminess with this wine, which obviously must come from the Surly. And like I said, it has no malolactic fermentation. And this goes through a 92-day fermentation, which means that it's obviously cold soaked and then it goes through a real cool fermentation for quite some time. But a very interesting wine, and I'm hoping when you do the tasting this week, I'm really hoping that you focus on that wine. Then we're going to go to Spain, which here we are in the northeast corner, just south of Barcelona, which is the non-vintage. It's a Pera Ventura Cava. Now this is 100% Trepat, and this goes through a total of either 12 or 18 days on the maceration period. Now, what's interesting to me, the maceration just means that it's in contact with the skins, and it's 100% Trepat. It amazes me that they were able to get this kind of color in 12 to 18 hours. I'm sorry, not days, 12 to 18 hours. So it's got a lot of raspberry, it's got a lot of strawberry, it's got some watermelon, and the acidity is nice and bright. So if I was going to do something with this wine, I would be thinking about like a charcuterie or cheese platter when your guests first arrive. This is something that you can pour for them. I think it would be, this would be a great way to start a real intimate or a big dinner. Now we're going on to the Sean Minor. Now the Sean Minor is a Cabernet Sauvignon, so let's just say it's Cabernet Sauvignon, but it does have a little bit of Cab Franc and a little bit of Petit Verdot. I like this wine. It's done. It has like this fresh component of fresh berries. It's also got some components of like coffee and mocha, and then it also is real peppery, which I thought was interesting. This is all done. The fermentation is done in stainless steel, but then the oak comes in on the aging part. 10 months of a combination of French American oak, and only 10% of it is new. Okay, but I really like this one. I really like what they do and what they stand for. And if you ever want to go online and just check out what Sean Minor does, I think they are truly, truly one of the legit winemakers up in Napa. Then we're going to go over to the Jelly Jar, the 2010 Jelly Jar. This is a husband and wife team. This is Andy. Andy, I cannot remember his wife's name right now, but it's they're the Pistonis that run this winery right now. So the vineyard that it comes out of is called Terra Vermiel, is the name of the vineyard. And the appellation that it comes out of is in the highlands of Lake County, which is just south of Clear Lake. So that's the appellation that it comes from, and this is 100% Barbera. Real bright, real acidic, which I absolutely love. This would be great with ham, by the way. If you're going to do a ham dinner, this is how I'd be looking. It's aged 10 months on a combination of, actually, it's 10 months all on French oak, 30% brand new oak. And what I like about this wine is it's got that real fresh, stony kind of fruit flavor. So I'd be looking at, like if you're going to do your ham, I'd be looking at how to do it with plums and with cherries and, just think about those stone fruits, and that's how I would be braising that ham. It's a medium-bodied, but it drinks a little bit more on the lighter side. All right, then we're going to go right over here to the Hearthstone Syrah. This is right out of Paso Robles. This was one of the first plantings, if memory serves me right, this is one of the first plantings out of the hillside, out of the Adelaida hillside over there in Paso Robles. It's a 40-acre estate. A good level of new oak is done, and Paul Myers is the winemaker here. And this is 100% Syrah. It's real peppery, it's smoky. I'd be looking at, if you were going to do lamb for the holidays, if you're going to do lamb for Christmas, this is where I'd be looking. And then next, we're going to go over to one of the old standbys in the business, which is the Gulak Bunchen. This is the Mountain Cuvée. All right, the Mountain Cuvée, it's out of Sonoma. This is pretty much all estate fruit. And there is some fruit that's sourced out of Sonoma, but this is done 14 months on oak, and it's all French oak. And I don't know how much of it is new, but it's got a real good smoky flavor. I thought it had Brettanomyces in it because it kind of has that barnyardy kind of scent to it, but I found nothing that says that it's got Brettanomyces in it. So let's talk about some housekeeping notes for the next coming weeks. Greg, are you ready for this? Okay. Let's do the Truly Scrumptious. That's with Beth Hassman next week. She's right out of San Dimas. And we're going to be doing a cupcake pairing. On December 6th and 7th, don't forget, we got club pickup from 12 to 4, and that is both on Saturday and Sunday. And then we're going to do on December 15th, which is a Monday, so we're going to do specific pairings. That's going to be the theme for that week, so I'm going to talk about specific pairings. The video may go a little bit longer than these 5-6 minutes that we're used to, but I'm going to talk about some specific pairings for the wines, and even throw out some ingredients in there so that you know kind of how to cook your meals. And then last but not least, on the 15th, which is a Monday, we start French class. And not to forget, we start out with Rhone, then we go over to Burgundy, Loire, Champagne, and then we finish up with Bordeaux. So that's a lot to cover off. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you soon. Cheers.